guys from? Where are you watching this? Met Ray training yesterday in Denmark. Hats off to him. Super strong and full of wisdom. Coach Ray truly lives up to his name. Oh, thank you. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. Joe Nelson patiently waiting in the chat. Wish I was on the other side of the country so I could go watch you and Josh Paul. Yeah, I'm really excited. This is really close. So today is still Tuesday, like hour and 10 minutes till Wednesday. And Thursday, 6 in the morning, we leave. We go to Frankfurt. Then we wait a few hours in Frankfurt, and then we land in Toronto. And I think something like 4 in the afternoon. So um, I'm super excited. I really can't wait. I think it's gonna be awesome. Mac 3, the whole thing. Also tomorrow, big moment. So as many of you know, I had a birthday recently. I turned 16 at least, and all I wanted, like everyone's like, what do you want for birthday? And as a grown ass man, you don't really need much. Like I'm pretty okay. I don't need. And I said, like, you know what? I do need something. I need a suit. So tomorrow I'm gonna go pick up a new suit. Hopefully I can find something flashy and sexy as Neil Pickup has, but I don't know. We will see. We will see. Yeah, today I'm back from Denmark. I'm 62. That is true. That is true. Yeah, I'm back from weekend with Mindaugas. Was a lot of fun. Was a lot of fun. Like we did some just like chill and fun stuff. So just like through and through, and pulled almost I think every day we pulled. Main day is super strong. Like is a little bit different than I remember him last time, and I think he developed some new skills when he fought versus Daniel Prokopchuk, and I believe those skills are really insane level. So was super impressed by him. Gonna do now full documentary. So first, uh, everyone who's already helping me with Arm Wrestling Odyssey on Patreon, I'm gonna post the link in here. So if you can go support it, you can watch videos there live. So from this one, there's gonna be 2 training videos, raw videos coming out, interview. Mindaugas reads Mindaugas jokes, and what else we did? Yeah, almost some questions. So that's gonna come out all there, and most things are already there. And then when we get back from Canada, most likely at the end of next week, we're gonna finish a documentary about the whole trip. And there was so many different things. I don't want to spoil much, but it was like Mindaugas is a kind of like there's always some older gentleman in a corner of the gym, and he's doing like this, like all these things. Something Minda is that guy, and it works, and it works. So we did a lot of interesting things that he does, and for me it makes sense. And yeah, like I think he has shared most of it, but like the way I see how we put it in a movie, it's gonna be really great. So if you can, please support me on Arm Wrestling Odyssey. Right now, it's not a lot of people that are supporting. So most likely, if when these videos come out, we don't get more support, I can't do any more trips because it's it monetarily it's not worth it. If anyone knows someone that want to get involved and maybe sponsor it, and with their brands or something, whatever, right? Contact me. Maybe we can figure something out. But like I really want to go right now. The big match will be Hermes versus Levan. So I would love to go and spend a week with Hermes, more than we did last year when we just kind of we went there for holidays and kind of hang out. So this time it would be much more different. And like that is kind of my plan. I see some other names are kind of in my head that would be really good. I also like, I think I haven't been like really to Devon and like get in some. I want to know some things more than just what I have seen. There's also that trip, but again, like Canada and both those are, I think it's too expensive. So if it doesn't work out and you know you'll see the movie that we did about Mindaugas, you don't enjoy it and you're like, don't do it. It's fine. You know, like we'll most likely I'm not going to do it. I'm going to continue things that I'm doing now. But if we, if you can and you enjoy it, there's perks on being a member on Patreon. So yeah, go check it out. Thank you guys who already do it. Appreciate you, but right now it's not looking really good. But trust me, if you're an arm wrestler or you want to be an arm wrestler, the things that you will learn from Mindaugas was pretty crazy, pretty crazy. Yeah. Oh, Francesco, hi Ray, love your video on work. Saturday 22nd, I break my humerus on arm wrestling table. Have surgery Friday 28th. Possible to restart arm wrestling after injury. How not even a fracture? Yeah, like listen, it's a terrible thing that happens. It's a really terrible, like the arm breaks. It's hard not to say it's like really bad because it is, but I feel like if you tear something like a bicep tear or flexor tear, because those take much more time to heal up, arm break, you'll be back and most likely you're going to be stronger. So I'm really sorry something like that happens. And sometimes it's even if you do everything right, just literally shit happens, man. But yeah, yeah. Coach, would you go against Auden if opportunity arose? Yes, yes, yes. Hope Giannis wins. Yeah, because F Parasitis. Listen, Mindaugas' new nickname is Parasitis. He was really proud of it. He loved it, and so I was like, "Let's go. Why not?" Um, do you think he's gotten even stronger since he's lost to Makaro, or figured out what went wrong with his style versus Makaro? Um, I think he did. Yeah, I don't think he got much stronger. He had some health issues there. He was sick a little bit before, and when you are sick and you come back from like being sick, pretty close to event, you will have like a lot of starting power, but you don't have any reserves. And that was kind of the thing that happened where was full control, like looked, and then just plummet and couldn't do nothing. Minde, super strong, super smart, great armor, so right? Like I know him like since 2000. I want to say 10, yeah, something like this. Um, yeah. Andre Ray, I follow you every live and every video. I'm from Italy. Do you need a mod? Listen, Andre, it's it is like a big honor to be a moderator on this channel, right? I don't pick out things so easy, but here you go. Um, Start a moderate. Let's go. Marius is here also. Marius had the best shirt. He was on vacation right before the Macaro match. What an idiot! Not very smart. Yeah, sometimes he does pretty weird things. You know. Yeah. Hey, Josh, how's Darren feeling? Great. Really great. So yesterday I went to Minde's practice in Copenhagen. I think 30, 40 people that were there, and I think I pulled almost everyone, if not everyone. Uh, but everyone, like Marius was there, many people that was there that contested. I I pulled pretty like some like looked hard matches, but they didn't get sweaty because I wasn't really pushing myself there. So today everything feels fine. Now it's just rest. I come home, went straight to sauna, spend hour 20 minutes in a big sauna session, and then I'm here. So yeah, met Giannis, talked with Giannis a little bit, and he's like, "How's Minda?" And I said like, as expected. And he said, okay, okay. But I think Giannis and Mindy is a great match. I think that's one of the, probably for me, like that match will be very, very interesting. So I was thinking about like, I was kind of afraid because Giannis couldn't do side pressure for a very long time. Even in his preparation for Justin Bishop, he didn't do any side pressure training. And now, like last Tuesday, like I went up to 57 kilos in real weight, and he went up to 62. He did like for 3 reps. I did 57 for 8 reps, and like, oh, pretty good. So if Giannis is in good shape, I think it's a battle. And plus, like I can never count out Giannis. Yeah, uh, yeah. Hey Victor, what is worse, inner elbow pain or brachialis pain from side pressure? Ooh, that's a good one. That's a good one. Like, what do you think? Like, guys, let's vote, because it's um, what hurts more, inner elbow, brachialis? Yeah, let's vote on this. Okay, like both kind of like terrible, very terrible. Oh, I don't even know if I had to choose. Like if this hurts, I can't really do any side pressure, and if this hurts, I can't do any side pressure. So for me, it's just a loss. Yeah, I don't know. Ooh, I think Brochy. Yeah, yeah. How are you feeling, Josh? Tell me, how is your form? Josh Rodriguez, my opponent on Saturday, is also in the chat. Give him some love, guys. Give him some love. Hi, bro. I genuinely want to attend your live, but I'm India and my 12 board exam is going on. I'm going to study by night, right? Good night. Stay hard. Go study. Don't watch Armwrestling live. You know, I managed to increase my pronation live by 20 goals with Trump's new policy, tariffs. Mhm. Who eats more, Coach Ray or Mindaugas? I think I eat more, but like Minda eats, so like it's such a weird things that he eats. But even then, because we spent some time and we went somewhere, and Tina was like, he's like, I want pizza. We're like, we might get you some pizza. And then a little later, Minda was like, I actually want some pizza, so we went and get some pizza. So I saw Minda actually eating human food for a little while, but yeah, it was a lot of fun. Like he hosted in his home. We spent literally from Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. Monday he went to work. Then we rode to city, did a little bit of sightseeing. Really like, I'm very happy that my missus doesn't care about cities or sightseeing, because I don't care at all. Like for I have been in so many cities that they all just feel same to me. I don't care about shopping. She really don't care about shopping. So I rather go and see some beauty, like in a like nature and things like that. Like cities don't appeal to me at all. Like the great place for party. I'm like, I don't care at all. And it was nice. Mindaugas lives a little bit outside of Copenhagen, so in a smaller village, and was really nice. And yeah, played games, and we have, I think, somewhere around 500 gigabytes of content that we filmed. So that will be very fun to put it all together. And now I'm already like wrote a little bit of script, and gonna continue. Anyway, guys, let me know, how did you like Todd Hutchings video? Also, Todd Hutchings video that came out last week. Josh, I feel great. Weight is good. Arm feels strong and fresh. Excited for the match. That's awesome. That's awesome. Like, man, I again, I don't know what to expect. I seen you pull. Probably you have seen me pull a little bit more. I think I'm gonna go where I'm strong. You will try to go where you're strong, and we'll see where the balance lies. And you know, yeah. After when I got there with Minde, we started like a little bit pulling like every day. Like I was thinking like, maybe I should quit. Like he gave me existential crisis. Like he gave me existential crisis. I was like, but then I kind of feel like because on Tuesday, me and Giannis, we trained really hard side pressure. Like that was that was the biggest weight I have done in like 2 years for any of those lifts. You saw the video we did from side. That wasn't it. Then we did like a classic. Then we did low cup and some other stuff and hand. And afterwards, like my shoulder was completely destroyed. Yeah, and mean like and my traps, like as soon as my shoulder goes, my traps like get tight and there's like big trigger point right here. Min had this one nice mini massager. I have like bigger ones, yeah, like something like these ones, right? But this hits like freaking everything. Like it will hit you everywhere. And he had the smaller one, and that smaller one. Oh, Bruno, right? Thank you. Became a Patreon just now. Thank you so much. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. You know. So the smaller one, like you find a trigger point, right? And you press it and it just gives you more. So it goes from like, let's say, 1,000 RPs in a minute, 3,000. And it's like terrible, but it gets free. And it literally, the attachment is like a thumb. So I straight away went on Amazon, order it, and it should come tomorrow. So I should see it tomorrow. Yeah, I'm really excited for that. So a little pro tip: if you feel like, let's say, your neck gets tight, right? There are spots in your body where the trigger points occur. And if you will just Google trigger points, traps, or trapezius muscle, they will pinpoint exact position. And 99% of the time, it's exactly in those positions. And so you can, let's say your bicep hurts, like you feel like bicep is a little bit too tight. Like, and maybe if you push it, like, then you just can find the trigger point and you don't have to go through the whole muscle. That's the thing. And that one worked really well. So I was really impressed and I just ordered it and it should be delivered sometime tomorrow morning. So I'm super excited for that. Yeah. Yeah. Minda feels like an alien to pull with. Yes, he's yeah. I'll keep some things I want to say for the movie. Yeah. Uh, um, okay. Hmm. Give me a second, guys. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I have to answer to some emails, but that's later, guys. Clearly, not now. Also, is Giannis coming with you? No, no, no. Giannis is a big match to prepare for himself. Let's see the chat. How was your experience with the Copenhagen team? Some strong guys over there. Yeah, it was great. I think I pulled almost everyone there, if not everyone. Um, really good workout. Everyone was really nice. There wasn't like, but a lot of Kings movers, a lot of Kings movers, a lot of Kings movers. Um, okay. Mm. I've been dealing with distal bicep tendon tear 13 weeks or so, and I'm finally starting to feel good. You got this, bro. Pain is nothing ever seen. Okay, I'm going to do supermatch. Cool. Mm-hmm. Not sure the pole golfer's elbow hurts more than tennis elbow. I suffered tennis elbow most of my life. Golfer's elbow recently hurts more. It's pretty even from 60 volts. It's brachialis by 3%, like 6% lead. So yeah, I think both are kind of terrible, right? I think yeah. As for now, I want your honest opinion who could potentially beat Samushi Cherkasov or Alonso if they're given an opportunity. I think Alonso Luyo definitely has better chance than Cherkasov, I think. Chikaso's great, but I think he's too small, a little bit too small. Chikaso pulls 75, and David cuts to 85. Yeah. I'll say one thing: physical therapy sucks so bad. Yeah. Coach Ray, Messi, or Ronaldo. I don't watch football at all. I'm sorry, guys. I know I just lost 3 fans, but it's fine. I really don't. Bruno, like, what do you think difference is super elite like Mindy Jans Daniel from an average European medalist, for example? Is it hard work, genetics? It's so, and people kind of look at it and they want to find an easy explanation. Explanation, I think, is easy, but it is the thing that people usually like hate to do is the answer they're looking for. So, Mindaugas, Yanis, Daniel, they're all great because they put in a lot of work in. Like it comes with some gifts. They were given some gifts at the beginning. Like I don't know about Giannis because Giannis it took a long time. But even for me, like he had a good strong hand. He was very good at the beginning. Daniel has that stop, that style. Like it's so hard to deal with him. So Giannis fast explosiveness. Uh, they have some gifts, but yet they're really obsessed. So think about like this, like Minda, right? This is Minda now. This is Minda now that is training. How to say to keep longevity, to be as healthy as possible and slowly progressing. So he's literally looking at everything. Like the progress is slow. Progress isn't like he's like trying to really run fast and go somewhere. No, he's like trying really, really, really slowly peak. And he had like let's say so every day as a lunch break he will go on lunch break and he will train like I would say like 30 minutes, so 4.5 hours in a week. Then he will pull once or twice a week for another 2 hours each. So that is let's be generous, like 7 hours. Then at home, he might do like rice bucket. He might do some other stuff in between. So all those things accumulate. Giannis goes to hard training sessions 3 times a week, plus pulling. Will train on his own every other day also. And then if he has like let's say free time between the clients, he will also do some small workouts for shoulders and for things like that. Daniel Prokopchuk, if he can, he pulls every single day. So think about the workload that these guys are doing. So the obsession is the key to success. I think if you really want, like, because you're like everyone has seen those Kobe videos. If you haven't, like, just watch like Kobe and motivation. He'll be like, you wake up early and you go practice, and then you go eat, you take a nap, you go and you practice again. And while everyone else is doing 2 practices a day, you manage to do 3. And over time, you're ahead of everyone. Over time, you're ahead of everyone. So if some things are skill, it needs to be done. Like you need to put in a lot of those hours. Um, I thought that I'm doing a lot, but I'm not. I was like, okay, I need to step up my game if I really want to, change something because I've been feeling kind of down on myself. So I will try to incorporate at least also some small workouts during the day, some things that I need, like, my back hurts. So how about you just work on it, strengthen it? Shoulder, it's fine. And then I leave it alone until it's not fine again. So how about you work every day so it's always fine? And small things like that. You can always find like, Neil will tell you he's like, there's a morning routine, like for 20 minutes you can do while brushing your teeth or something, right? Or for 5 minutes, whatever. If you find those small things and they don't do more damage than they do more, they allow you more to grow than do damage, then they're very beneficial. Problem is, we kind of go like a lot of times, even with some of the guys that I coach, in the club, they see like they go to training, and as soon as the training, they leave the door, it's all about, it's all out. It's all out. Arm fellas, hey buddy, what about your long-term goals, Ray? So right now, like right now, I just want to be healthier and stronger. Like this is my long-term goal. Is slowly getting stronger. I feel like I've been rushing. I really like the gym, but I've been getting kind of nowhere. I've been staying in my traps because as soon as I feel better, I overdo it, and I just like, and you go back and you go back, and some things that I could do, like I haven't really benched in a very long time. Like we did, I think the heaviest I have done was the training video with Hermes. We did like something, and then we did 140 for some reps, or whatever. I don't remember. Like that was because I couldn't, because my shoulder, and it just keeps going back and forth. Because every time I feel better, I kind of just forget about it. So I thought I'm gonna make myself. I know. I think if I'll be able to do these arm wrestling odysseys, just seeing and talking with some of these athletes will probably change my perspective on many things. Like Mindaugas does some very, what I would consider weird things, but I would say very right things. And it's the same with Devon. Like everyone's now obsessed about Devon's pronation lift and things like that. But if you look at it as a something that, like, is it the thing that will make you really great? I don't think so. Like it didn't make Devon great. It made him better now, but he has 20, 30 years behind it. And there's a lot of conditioning to be done. There's a lot of conditioning to be done. Um, so I think people kind of are downplaying things they do. Um, I think I also will try to push more people to put some more effort in their daily lives, like whatever they do. Just how would you focus more on becoming better than just lifting heavy? Lifting heavy is very tricky because it tricks you in thinking you're strong when you start, and then the whole thing is just lifting heavy, and then you always have to lift heavy because if you don't lift heavy, you're not strong, and most of the time it's not right. It is not right. uh, I'm probably lifting less on so many different things, and I'm doing better than ever, but it's because, again, I think injuries is one thing. Uh, they really hold you back, and uh, I think the things that I did for with the bench press when I started, everything kind of effed me over. And then I'm also a kind of maniac where I just go in the gym and I just train hardcore 3 4 hours, and I did that for years. Uh, didn't do any good things, but like when we're young, and I'm 16, so probably when I was 12, I was going really hard. So now I'm going less hard. Yeah. Any plan to visit smaller clubs, countries that are trying to grow the sport a bit more? Yeah, of course, of course. So there's a lot of places where they contacted me about potential, how to say, potential like seminars or some other competitions and things like that. And I'm open if I can go there and then spend some time. And again, if it is I have to come out of it at least at zero, if you don't understand what I mean, because it's like I travel a lot, so my whole expenses is just traveling a lot, and my life here is kind of staying on place. So I want it if it's sustainable, right now. Right now I'm thinking I might start streaming video games, because when I get bored I start playing video games. Like even me and Minda, we played if anyone knows, like roguelite games. So there's a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle game, Splintered Fate. He's like, "Do you know any good games that we can play together?" I said, "Like this one. You can play it on a couch." And we just played for 4 hours one day. And let's say that my girlfriend was angry and she was angry. But yeah, yeah. John, Hey, John, you coming over for the event? I haven't met John in person, but I would love to. Ray, do you know why have Engin and Devon deleted their videos regarding reffing? Ooh, yeah, I don't know. I don't know. That's I have no idea. Coach Ray, when I cup even a little, I get supinated. Only keep pronation while having straight wrist. How do I avoid that? So it's very hard when you cup. The natural movement is this of cupping. And when you keep your wrist straight, you can kind of manipulate the pronation. So you kind of if you what you can do is you have to secure pronator and then you cup, secure pronator and then you cup, then you can do it. Problem is you do it cup and then you try and you're over out. Yeah. Armenian armor. So hey buddy, you can only hammer on referees so much before they say you want to ref your events. Hey, greetings from Austria. Though I have a question, what is the best way to defeat the king's move, or how do I transition from it to outside? Me and Giannis, we did like a how to beat the king's move. I think it's exactly like that. If you go on YouTube now and Google it, you'll find video where I explain it in a detail. Yes, sir. I'll see you there. Oh, that's awesome. That's awesome. Like me and John, we've been like talking on Facebook and comments and sometimes private message for at least 6 years, I think, maybe not more. But we have never met, which is crazy. And I have this like, oh, Benji Mac, what's up, Ray? Ready for East West 17? Yeah, unfortunately, I'm not part of this event. Yeah, that's great, John. You tell us once you're back, man. Are we going to Mac event in Toronto? Thank you. I could be wrong. I think you went to the dark side a long time ago. Who went to dark side? Ray, have you thought about going to the dark side? Do you think it's inevitable if you want to be at the top, not only to increase strength, but also joint recovery and healing faster? Big fact. See, a lot of people will do a lot of things to win. For me, winning has never been that important. It's never been more important than kind of cheating myself. Um, Minda has a great saying. It is borrowing from the future. And I feel like it is exactly like that. So now I'm 35. Jesus, I always thought that if I try to get on something, it might be when I'm 30. No, maybe when I'm 40, but maybe I'll change my mind when I'm 40, but probably not earlier. I'm still young. I want to have some kids. I don't want to have kids with any problems. I want to have, I want to be healthy, strong. I don't care that much about winning. I don't have to prove it to the people that just with this I can take it. And listen, if I would be already like high level, very close to the very top, and if that's the thing that gets me number one, probably I would be thinking differently. But I'm not, and I really don't care. Like, I just don't care that much, to be honest. I think there's a lot of fun in arm wrestling just by doing it. Like yesterday, I was practicing with the club, and I love it. I couldn't stay away. Like literally, everyone left at the end. It was me, Minda, and a few other guys. Like 5 people stayed out of 40. So I love the whole thing about just just this. Um, when I'm older, I think it will make me younger. So of course, I think probably, but we never know where the medicine, longevity, all those things will be. But at this point, it's not something I'm interested in at all. Are you natural, right? I thought you were at least using test, but that's just testament to your abilities. Man, I hope if I was using test, I would be leaner for sure, right? Or at least something. Now I have to eat carnivore diet, so my girlfriend doesn't call me Tuchko, which means fat in Slovakian. Ray, who will take down some Mushia? That's a good question. Yeah, yeah, steroids versus Samushi. See, the steroids don't make you really. They make you better, but if you are not really great, they will not make you like super great. And you can go and look at the rankings, and you can see the guys that were really good before. We know what's going on now. You know. Hmm. How close do you think you are to elite level of East versus West? Like, how do you, Tuchko? How would you do in 77 class? So now I'm walking around like I think 83, 84. I trying to get a little bit of weight back because I was down to 82. I think 77 is absolutely doable. How far am I? I don't know. But like, listen, if I know like I pulled Mindaugas in the version that I bring to Denmark on Friday, pulled Mindaugas, there's no chance. It's like there's it's so far away, it's ridiculous. So why even would I? You know? Yeah. Okay. Mm-hmm. Have you ever had your uh, since you're natty? Have you ever had your test levels checked? Yeah. So I don't think I have printed out. So I was like they use different measurements, but I was. You want me to check, guys? I can check it because I did. We did like full like okay. I think I have it here. So this is on October 2024. So last October. Okay. So the funny thing is I did the whole like athlete spectrum. I was a little bit coming in a little bit sick, so it showed like some which is normal things, but I had vitamin D, so the optimal level is like 55, you know, optimal, and I was at 144. Oh, this is not mine tests at all. These are some these are Tina's tests. I was like, shit, I don't know where it is. Give me a second, guys. Maybe I'll find it. Hmm. Hmm, 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 hmm. Rice bucket training. Yeah, yeah. Uh, like I think every small thing you do kind of helps. Hands work better. You like I think like more control you have about everything. Everything is better. Damn it, I don't know. I'm pretty sure I saved it somewhere, but I don't know. It should be somewhere here on my phone. Okay, could be here. Give me a second, guys. Yeah, I can find it. So from the measurement they used, I was what was like 70% from the max range. So it wasn't terrible, but it was a little bit above average, and that's how it was. Like, but I think it might have been, I don't know if it was free testosterone or just testosterone. So yeah. When I was on gear, I found I looked better on stage in my suit. Also slayed a lot more. Well, like I would have bigger shoulders for sure, man. Yeah. I think Daniel should pull again with Samushi. It seemed like Daniel wasn't really happy with the outcome of that match. Seemed much more damage. Yeah, like I think there's Samushi right now. It's there's a couple of guys for sure that could do something really good there. Yeah, Nordolet, Daniel Prokopchuk. I think there might be more, but it all comes down if he's ready. Um, do you recommend training side pressure on beginners? Yes, if you do it very light. If you do it very light and gradually. The problem is you'll go, oh, I can do this, and then you go for records, and then your elbow hurts for 3 months, and you're like, arm wrestling sucks, man. So don't do that. Okay, stay away from that. Um, Rice bucket training is mostly for calluses, thick skin. So it's not just that. So because you put it in something, right? And you can move your fingers everywhere to any position like this, and they will have resistance. So you can do all this where usually you can get any resistance. So I think that is the kind of cool and good thing about rice buckets, because like they will allow you to go to 3 dimensions of everything. So there's a resistance on every side, so you can develop. So this is why you will do it and your hands get really pumped. But if you just do like one movement where you're already doing this all the time, or this, you can do it forever. You're like, nothing. But when you start doing things that you don't really do, you'll be like, oh. And they will not necessarily mean like, oh, you're gonna get stronger in arm wrestling, but I feel like you will have more control over everything you do. And I think that is really good. Hmm. Side pressure puts pain in the elbow, but outside pulling gets pain in your brachial cell. Yeah, that's the whole what we have. 141 votes. Inner elbow is winning now. Interesting. I think we end this one. Mindaugas training focuses more on static exercises. Not really static. It will sometimes stay in some positions. Main to build strength in positions where people usually don't have any strength. So people will be like kind of like they will not feel that strong in those positions, but they will still they want to be strong. Minde has power in some positions that don't make any sense, and those are things he did. He actually he trains very similarly to Todd Hutchings, but just on a in his own way, which is crazy, you know. Uh, yeah, that's not my elbow even going heavy. Rise bucket train strengthens the dorsal interosseous in your hands and builds stamina too in the hands. Yeah. Cornstarch water instead of rice. Ooh, King's Most Special Club. No, 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 no. I really don't do this much, but there's some things from the weekend. Like I think my arm felt really bad. I tried to do like a muscle up, and I couldn't do a muscle up. First time since I could do muscle up when I was like 17, I couldn't do a muscle up, and it felt like something in my elbow is just stuck. And then we did the whole things with Mindaugas, so all his Tai Chi exercises, and it actually feels really good today. Like today, I was like, ooh, like nothing, even from 2.5 hours of pulling, like nothing, no muscle pain, no nothing, just tired, you know. Um, in my opinion, both inner and outer flexor of the elbow have a special kind of agony. Non-Newtonian fluid resistance is as strong as you are. Ooh, that would be great, right? Something like that. Like more you push, more you get out of it. You go slowly, that would be like probably the best training tool ever. Just very unattainable for everyone, I think. You know. What is your definition training side pressure? Is it internal rotation of the shoulder, like right hand would go towards left shoulder, driving side to the pin pad? For me, it's more driving side to the pin pad. Internal rotation is internal rotation. So these kind of work hand in hand, right? Because even when I'm driving, I'm pushing it, right? It most of the time just gets stuck there, and I cannot rotate it more, but I'm trying. So I think both are needed, and both should resemble your style of pulling. Um, Resistance, where it's coming from, either from the side or from front. If it's from front, your back is more engaged, because you this is more for top rollers, because you have to do this and you do this, right? Top rollers do this, like. But if it's more from side, uh, strictly from side, it's just pure where the elbow goes. But if it's a little bit, what I like, it's a little bit diagonally, like it doesn't matter from height, low, whatever, then it's better, because now something's trying to open you up while you're trying to go to sideways. So kind of finding the balance between those is important. Internal rotation is important, but I think more important afterwards is external rotation, because your shoulder gonna get walk. Like if you put like bands, and you put like a band, let's say one from something like on the back pressure, and one from the side, a little bit on diagonally, your shoulder is gonna feel the worst. Like everything else will, for me, like everything was fine. The shoulder takes so much because it's being pulled out the socket and pulled to the side, and that's exactly what happens when you arm wrestle. So yeah. Cornstarch water is non-Newtonian. Ooh, that's cool. I should. Giggity. I do quagmire training. Results are pleasant. Is elbow pain a genetic thing? No. Would you recommend? What do you recommend for rest days? I'm training hand every day, arm plus side pressure twice a week, doing 1 day of statics. So it should be like absolutely doing nothing is kind of good, and you need it when you really have like put in like either big intensity or big volume for a longer period of time, then you can take like and do nothing, and it will be great, because everything will kind of just, next day you will feel kind of weird, and 3 days later you're going to feel fine. But if you do a rest day, you should just do very light workout, and possibly on the things that you don't really work out. So if it's all internal, then external rotations, like something like this, something like Y lifts, things like this, whatever. And like something, just like take a band, just work out with it. But problem is everyone wants to go hard. Don't go hard, just do it for like 10 minutes, get some blood pumping, get some movement, get some good movements, get some good positions, and and that's a good recovery. Like when people start doing their like 50 these kind of motions with the weight, that I it's fine if you don't overdo it. Problem is everyone overdoes it, and then it should cause you zero pain, and you should feel better after you work out than before coming into the workout. So that's my only rules. If you feel worse, you clearly did it wrong. You did very, very wrong. You know. Yeah. Mhm. I use grippers. What is more important for top row, back pressure or pronation? I feel like, listen, it can. I feel like those cannot be separated. If you don't have any pronation on your back pressure, means nothing, because you're just gonna stay on a place. You just can pull your opponent back, and you're gonna be stuck. So you need both. Mm, As we've seen in Devon's last match, inside arm wrestling is very important and sometimes necessary. Do you think we'll see shift back to training inside as opposed to outside focused training? What I see is super matches are kind of pushing the envelope all the time, and it's kind of making like changing arm wrestlers, because it's completely different thing than going to tournament. Going to tournament, you don't have time to prepare to specific opponents. You prepare your strongest style, and that has been the thing for decades. Now we see when the guys are just competing in super matches, so it's one-on-one versus, and it took a time for tournament style arm wrestlers to kind of adapt to this, because they're used to just, I'm going to bring my best. That's all I'm going to do. Bring my best and see if I can win. And now they're looking at it. They're like, okay, what style beat him? Where does my style and their style align? So we're seeing a lot of press. We see a lot of press, right? More and more press is coming. So, and if you just go outside, everyone knows the biggest killer of a top roll is a really good press. Or if you're tired, it doesn't even have to be that great press. So inside arm wrestling is definitely going to make a comeback. I think everyone's going to be more well-rounded. I think there's a lot of changes. Arm wrestling will be like UFC. Like if you look at UFC 10 years ago and now, it's kind of unrecognizable. Some things that are happening, the ways that people are winning. Well, okay, knockouts and knockouts, but but I feel like people going to be more complete, and they're going to be more complete with their own style. So that means someone that's, let's say, Hermes Gasparini will not develop a great hook, but he will develop enough side pressure where he can fight someone with strong side pressure, like he does, like he did versus Jerry, right? And we see this more and more. Morozov, great example. Like his, if you look back, he had strong hand. He was cupping guys and pulling them either like now more top roll, but used to be inside. If you look at him and you think like, how do you beat Vitali? You have to take your hand out of it because you can't beat him with a hand. You have to go outside like Adamus did, and that's exactly what he tried to do, and he was very close on succeeding, in my opinion. So everything will change slowly, slowly. Everything will change. I think more skills you have in arm wrestling, it's going to be better and better and better because uh, gr- great match was Irakli versus Todd Hutchings where both guys kind of disabled the other one's style. And like, okay, Godzilla was still in his, but because Godzilla kind of gave up the hand and didn't close the chain, it gave an opportunity for a flop from Irakli. So we will see that where the guys, okay, if I take this and you do this, we end up in this new space, and then you how do you adapt in this space? And it's very interesting. I see a change. I think I'm going to do a big video on it because it is different, and it takes time to kind of come back to this. It used to be like you just have to beat twice, you just have to win twice. You go to your tournament, you have two lives, and that's it. You have two lives, and that's it. And sometimes like you go and you like let's say me and Mina, we had this conversation yesterday, but you go to tournament and let's say you're a really really good press puller, right? And there's just top rollers in your class and no one can top roll you because you just press them through. Done. You just went winner. You're the best guy there. But let's say next time you go there, there's a good hook puller, bicep hook puller that can pull you in a hook. So as soon as the match starts, boom, gets in a hook, stops you. You spend there 15 minutes, 15 seconds, 20 seconds, and go away. Let's say you won, you have to go back in like 5 minutes to the table. You're done. Someone fast just run through you because you're still pumped and you can't get it behind. So super matches kind of takes that out. It's like you versus me, and what did you bring? What did I bring? And yeah, it's exciting. I like both. I really like both. I think tournaments are still very, very essential for arm wrestling as a whole, but super matches have taken over. Everyone wants to do a super match. Yeah. The video about Todd was great, by the way. Great editing and narration. Thank you. So my girlfriend did all the editing there. I showed her some of Sunny V2 videos, like how he does it, and I thought just like the style, and she did like the effects and everything, and I was like, ooh, okay, cool. So yeah, we have more right now. Probably when we come back from Canada, because we'll not have time there, because it does take 2-3 days just to produce one or maybe more. Yeah, but I'm finishing script on Lemon Sagnishvili, then Hermes Gasparini, and then there's a few more videos that are coming, and well, we still have this backlog of Mindaugs. So there's things to do. So I'll keep myself busy during East versus West 17. So I'm happy about that. I have things to do. Flop presses like Nike's commercial. Just do it. If you start thinking about it, you'll never do it. That is right. Yeah. Lol, Sunny, the elite of Slop 2. The editing is great there, and the storytelling is pretty okay. I think there's a reason why he gets so much. Yeah. I'm in Toronto too. Might swing by. Yeah, of course. Ray, can you hook Minde? How is his lock? Um, I could stop Minde from going backwards, like I do with most top rollers. I could stop him there, but that was it. But that was it. Yeah, yeah. I was thinking like I even talked with Neil and I said like I think I could pull with Minde righty because I feel my right is better and I could if he would just top roll we could have a match. Mother Fluffer doesn't do that anymore, so we can't have a match for sure. Parasitis, yeah, yeah. But it's really great. Ray, have you noticed that you kind of have to paradise the recovery methods, just like training. After a while, stuff just works less and less by massage guns, voodoo flows, ICDC. No, the thing is, so you, yes, well, okay, that's a good one. You kind of have to break the pattern always. When you do something too much, you kind of get used to it, and then it loses its value because it was a special thing you did, and then it becomes just a normal thing you do, right? Um, but I feel like massages still help with ice and cold and everything. Like I have done Dole, I have done cold plunges, I have done winter swimming, I have done Wim Hof. Sadly, none of the things gave me any superpowers. Sadly, none of the things gave me superpowers. Today, I spent hour and 20 minutes in sauna. What is about like 85 degrees Celsius. I don't know how much this was. And I was going back and forth from the high to the middle to the low, just hour 20 minutes, just sitting there because I love heat. Also, haven't given me any superpowers, but I feel better. I feel better if I go to a cold plunge and then want to do something. I feel better. So whatever makes you feel better, I think is the thing to do. Yeah. Mhm. Don't talk to Neil about Moriarty. Ray, tell us about the Mingus strength and the fundamental. What is his max static back pressure, side pressure? I was gonna do something with Minde with some exercises, but there's no point. He doesn't do those exercises. So if we go and he doesn't do any of those exercises, any single one. Uh, there's things that come out tomorrow. We're gonna post some, I think, two training videos. They're gonna come out on Patreon, and then I don't know when they're gonna come out on the channel, but they're gonna be on Patreon already. And we just did some stuff with training, which is very interesting, and how he does it. I think there's a lot of things to take. Like, dude is really good, and I think he's doing many things really, really well. But it takes time. But it definitely takes time. Yeah. Coach, I'm 40% weaker without straps. Sometimes I have a hard time slipping up against the destroying straps. How to fix it? So it just get better at slipping, man. Just get less like train slipping. Like train slipping. If you're stronger in straps, like I am, problem is I don't train slipping. I try to hold on, and that might be the problem. Doesn't matter if I'm even if I'm pulling a hook, like and someone comes to me in a hook, I'm better in straps. I'm better. So problem for me is sometimes my hand is just I have too much hope in my hand and I just follow along where I shouldn't. So do it like like Travis has 1 2 3, right? Referees grip, slip, straps, right? Do it like that. Whatever, whatever. If you don't want to hold on to someone, don't. I saw you recently in an Anatoly Prank video where he lifted a lot of weight as a noob and you were his training. Oh, that was 2 3 years ago, I think. Yeah. Mm, Coach, tell us more about Minderton. No, you guys gotta go and you're gonna wait till you see. Till you see. Yeah. Can you move Minda on table, Ray? The coach from my club pulled him and says I'm movable. He's very special. He's something. Yeah, yeah. Um, Whenever I pulled Minda, I felt like I was strapped put on a wall. Nothing moves. It's static, close angles everywhere. He is very weird. The power he generates from some positions, you kind of cannot understand what it is. But I think, uh, and he showed a lot of things from what he actually does. The problem is people are they're looking for that secret thing, and he's giving you that secret thing, and it's really obvious. It just they kind of ignore it, and I hope these videos will bring light to it and people will understand it because he loves JM presses, and know who else loves JM presses? Yes, our favorite uncle does. The one who didn't touch you inappropriately. Uh, and he developed crazy side pressure. It's not a coincidence. It's not a coincidence. Yeah. Hey, what did I read about Knuckles Up today? I saw something, but I didn't get into it. Um, mhm. Did you guys know what I'm talking about? Let me check if I can go to Facebook. Mm, I don't know my password. That's not it. The password you entered is good. Okay. Okay. Clearly, I don't know. So what was there? Um, maybe I have it on a different browser. Give me a second. And just like that, I was in. Okay. Who did it? It was Bogdan. Did Bogdan post something? Yeah. Okay. Oh, Nicholas Stone. Most of the athletes from the King of Table Knuckles Up 5 have not been paid. Me being in the unpaid group, I was promised money to show up, a win bonus, and to be paid back from the hotel and travel I paid for. You guys promised me all-inclusive trip, and I'm out 2,000. I would hope you would have the basic respect for the athletes who did keep this word and do everything they say they would. You have been way too comfortable screwing the athletes over that risk their body for your event. This is how you guys do things, I guess. I was wondering why people don't come back for the next Knuckles Up event. Now I know. If you need a payment plan, I can do a weekly payment plan with you. I just need to compensate with me because ignoring everyone is absolutely disrespectful, sneaky, and dishonorable. What you guys doing is called stealing and lying. I do hope I get paid, but honestly, I highly doubt it. With actions Chrissy and Willie have done, I made big mistake on trusting their word as a man. That's my mistake. Willie and Chrissy, feel free to message me here or maybe go and respond to everyone's concerns, questions in the group chats and private messages. For the people, by the people, I know why they use that because we, the athletes, paid for the event to run to most Americans whose words mean something very, very different. P.S. These late fees are adding up quick. Next on. Update, the response was to kick me out of the group chat. What is this? Okay, there's a okay. Knuckles Up 5 Master Chat. Nick, Marlon, do you have a link? I can't find yours on YouTube. Help us. Okay. Christian Willie, due to circumstances out of my I have been forced to go public. Please feel free to read. I tagged you and possibly respond in a timely manner with some answers. Joseph, not cool, man. All this needs to come out. This is Bogdan writing. All this needs to come out. No other community would have kept this under the radar like us, due to our love for sport and respect for promotion. But where is the respect for us? Anyone felt respected when you paid out of pocket? And then when we asked for our money, got ignored for days or weeks. Chris F removed Nick. Chris F removed you. Uh, so I guess none of the athletes got paid for Knuckles Up event. I think someone else also. Cody did. I think Cody, right? Cody Wood. Cody Wood. Yeah. Oh man. Oh, this is a long one. Yeah. Directly before Nalos, the 75. Yeah, and I heard they athletes paid for their own. Like, listen, I've been long enough into arm wrestling that I know that yes, sometimes we trust people and we hope they will pay on time, and they don't. And Artem made a good comment there. Artem said like, "I might be a diva, but I will always ask for money up front." I don't know how the situation is. Um, I don't know how the situation was with someone, but I think it is. First of all, I think it's extremely hard to do an arm wrestling event right now. East versus West and King of Table is such a giant that finding that is really hard. It's almost like because King of Table East versus West will have all the best athletes, like all the best athletes. The cards are amazing. So I think there's a big. It's hard to get in. It's very hard to get in. But if you get in and you want to make your own event, listen. My mind has crossed to do like some smaller like super matches and bring them some of my friends athletes and we do something fun and whatever. But I looked at it. I'm like it's either coming out of my pocket or I just cannot do it. And most of the time it's even out of my pocket and I cannot afford it. I just cannot afford to do anything like this. So I think for everyone, if you're watching, you're thinking like you want to do something like arm wrestling is still it is expensive. Athletes want to get paid. You have to pay expenses and flights and tickets and hotels and everything else. And it is and it kind of it's just hard. I think the best way right now. I really like what Arm Havoc is doing because they put on free events. They just got sponsors. Uh, they're not paying crazy money to like for people to pull there. Most people are just happy to pull, and they put everything on YouTube for free. And I think I don't know if they can monetize it, but when they can monetize it, they probably will make some money back. Uh, yeah, and I think if you don't have millions, you cannot really like it, that's just how I feel it from what I have seen from all different promotions and things like that. Somehow Mac is doing really well, so I'm hoping to help them with that and promoting the event. And I think a lot of people are really interested in Auden and Artem's match. I think that is probably the highest thing on that radar. But I think the future right now for smaller promotions is to find sponsors. If you don't have sponsors that really will pay you, that will really, and I think the better, like the pay per view. I think it's kind of it's not good. I don't think it is good. Oh, maybe that's why Knuckles Up haven't posted any videos online because I read a comment somewhere about that. Just remember, but yeah, like I think if you can do big event for free on YouTube, you will probably make more money than pay per views most of the time. If you have enough people watching it, and even like Saunders Pool versus RVJ, right? And that was pretty big. And I remember there was like hundreds of people watching it live. Arm Benders, Sandres, RVJ. I don't know where it is. Okay, Montana Armbenders. Okay, they have a live stream. So 13,000 views, right? And the first event was 4 hours, 15 minutes, 8.1 thousand, and now it's 13,000, almost 3 hour event. Yeah. So, and they have matches, they have everything there. You can just go and watch it. So, YouTube actually does pretty well and pays you pretty well for rewatching things. Uh, 13,000 views on a big live stream. The CPM that you can get is pretty okay. You still need like if you could get managed like 50, 70,000, that's pretty good in my opinion. Like of course it's not going to be the same as like pay-per-views, but you might not sell any pay-per-views or you might sell 100 pay-per-views or 200 pay-per-views or something like that. So I think it's very tricky thing to do. um, I really like the system they had there because they got sponsors, they found people, and then people put money on the table for the athletes to compete. and boom, and the event was for the people there, right? It wasn't for the people watching at home. It was for the people there. And then you kind of don't have to really think about it. If you can do something like that, I think, I don't know how Lion Pride did it, but Alexa and guys from there, they did something similar, but they had a pay-per-view too. So I think pay-per-views are just tricky in my opinion. And yeah, like when East versus West was started, the whole community got behind it, and they still are. Like they still are, and this is the reason why it's so damn big. The whole community get behind it, and we're like, we want to see these matches, and everyone donated. Everyone like, I first events I worked for free, like just to help it grow. Like I wasn't interested in anything else. I just hoped it would grow, and hope we could make something big, and we actually did it. So I'm really happy about it, and it wasn't intention to make money, or even then like make a living or something, but it's grown in such a big thing that it's probably going to change. Problem is for smaller promoters coming in, everyone wants to sell their pay-per-views. It's hard. It is hard, you know. Yeah. Promoters are encouraging athletes to build their own socials to help supplement the payments. It's good strategy, I suppose. I agree. If people are excited for you to pull and more people follow you, there's more, there's something there. But most of the time, right now, the fans of East versus West are fans of East versus West and King of Table. Like they're the fans of that. Like there's fans right now at Muck, what Muck is doing. So they will watch the event. Doesn't matter who's pulling. They might have bigger interest if someone is there. So if you can make same with UFC. Like I might watch this pay-per-view, but if no one I really like, I will not watch it, right? Even though I'm a big fan, So it's kind of tricky things. I'm just thinking like it just sucks. I know like when someone cannot pay someone, and I have been stood up with money, and I think every single person in arm wrestling has, because people have bigger dreams than what we can reach. But you know, there's places where there's no problem with that, and you know, let's say like it's just hard. I think it's hard, and I don't know what is the solution, because, in my opinion, we really need the smaller promoters. We need everyone to do their part. Um, yeah, and I want everyone to succeed, and if they can do it without needing for pay-per-views, right? Because that also is kind of double-edged sword. You always hope, and your expenses, like East versus West events cost a lot of money, and let's say we don't sell the pay-per-views there, that's sucks. And you know can you create a video explaining the current situation regarding the use of doping as regard regularity and reality in the different categories of East versus Western King? What do you want me to go and test every single person there? And it's up to everyone. If you compete and there is no testing, it's up to you. It's just up to you. If you compete and there is testing, you get caught, you're a cheater. That's who you are. 100 plus reps. Ray, question: how did you start arm wrestling? Oh man, like, how much does it important for you? Do you think the idea of annual subscription for East versus West is a good strategy? I would think even like a monthly subscription would be something better. But yeah, pay-per-views, like, it is like interesting subject, because like, listen, I don't even know how many pay-per-views sell, what are some of the records, and some what are like the worst and whatever, because just not what I do, right? I'm not that part of. I'm doing other stuff, um, but I definitely know it's hard. And like for East versus West, like, listen, Eng is working like crazy. Like if there's anyone that works hard, and there's a reason why East versus West is where it is, it's Eng. He today did two podcasts. I think yesterday he also did two podcasts. Most likely tomorrow he's going to do two podcasts. Like that's hanging, right? His passion alone kind of moves the sport, which is crazy. And I don't think that part can be replicated. I don't think anyone cares as much as Engin, which is crazy, you know. But again, this is where we are because of that, because of making those podcasts, promoting, talking with athletes, and everything. So it takes someone that cares a lot to be where we are. I think all of us helped. I think I definitely helped. I did my best, and Neil definitely helped. And there's more people like Devon and Travis and whatever, right? But yeah. Uh, Last event during Devon match, there was 550,000 people online watching. So that was the number of pay-per-views sold. So I think I heard it too, and I don't believe it. I don't think that is possible, plausible at this point. I think that was number of total chat messages or something like that. But I have to ask, like, listen, if it would sell like 500,000, we would definitely hear it. Like I don't think that's the number. Like I don't think that's the number. Yeah. The money can easily replicate what's happening right now. Once the sport gains real power, Engin will be let go. Mm, Money can absolutely do that, but I think Engin works really well protecting athletes. He did it for the athletes. Yeah. And this is why so many athletes can actually make a living. And then they're like, oh, if I build my presence, actually I get some sponsorships and deals with supplement companies, deals with I can make my equipment, I can sell my t-shirt, things like that. And the problem is at the beginning it was so hard to convince someone to do it. And there's people that are just smart, like, but Hermes is smart. Like he knows, he markets himself well, he looks good, he's a champion, like all those things. And he did it, and he's one of the biggest stars, right? And I think there's potential for absolutely everyone to be. The arm wrestlers are sometimes just too humble, and they just need to embrace it. Uh, you know, if some Mushio starts posting just his highlights, it would be crazy. But he might think, like, oh no, like, wait, I don't need to brag. It's not bragging; it's just reality. And he would be so much bigger, you know. Hopefully, the success local promoters continue doing their thing and don't try to become big. The sport still needs the sport at entry level, and there is money to be made there. Absolutely, I think, yeah, I think we definitely, yeah. John backing E versus we was a big help because a lot of wanted to see his return. People like Devon waited to see if it's big enough for him. I think, yeah, Devon didn't pull for quite some time on East West West. I don't remember why. Yeah. Um, yeah, we need smaller promoters. If someone can find sponsors and they're good businessmen and they can find where it is where you can sustain it, but don't think you're gonna make crazy amounts of money. Just like I'm gonna like we can do this and then let's see how everything else goes. And if they can do it with free matches on YouTube, that's what I feel like. If you can do with free matches on YouTube, that's really great. Because listen, I still thinking about that to do best of 51 super match, like the whole YouTube event, the whole day. Guinness World Record or something like that. Why wouldn't, right? That would be pretty damn cool. It was crazy. Maybe you're right, and those are not the actual stats. Yeah, half a million is impossible. It's a mainstream number. It was like 5,000 likes. The views were probably between 70 and 50K. I have no idea, guys. Really, I have no idea how much it was. But I don't think it. Like, if someone would ask me, I would say, yeah, those 70, 50, those probably are right numbers. But not 500 for sure. I think that was number of messages. Do you think there can be an arm wrestling video game where applying different techniques and are the controls like a correspondence to table IQ or not feasible because strength is the main aspect? If someone writes a good enough algorithm, everything is possible. Hermes is from Verona, 70 kilos from me. Veneto, Venice. Uh, when is King of the Table 14 happening? I think that's next event after East versus West 17. So I don't know. Yeah. Hmm. It's total number of likes. It could be total number of likes. Oh, okay. Because I haven't seen the platform. I'll see for this event. So I'll buy the pay per view, watch it, and I'll see how it is. Um, yeah. What's up, bro? I'm not stalking. I'm a fan and listen to all the podcasts. Hey, Ryan, how you doing? It's okay. It's okay. We're chilling. We're chilling. What is it? Oh, it's a little bit past midnight. I'm gonna stay a little bit longer here, and then I'm gonna go to sleep tomorrow. Big day, and then need to do big trip, big trip, big trip. Super excited. Um, gonna meet with Devon. I haven't met Milo, never, so I'll be interested in seeing him. Um, yeah, Artem, Auden. That would be a big match. Like I really feel it's a big match, and there's a possibility, that Artem wins. A lot of people are saying because Devon and Auden picked him that he doesn't have any chance. I feel he has a chance. Etienne is beating Mindy. I hope Amazon doesn't grow out of community spirit. It's become more mainstream and sleek. Well, we already seeing there's a lot of fans. Like, listen now some of the video that I made. Give me a second. The video that we made, like the types of arm wrestlers you meet at the gym, right? So that one of the reels we redid it for Grip Jack is going pretty viral, right? So now it's like every hour, like 2,000 views, something like this. It's 325,000 here on TikTok. I think it's a 1 million, and Instagram it's also. So it went everywhere, and the comments is tiny wrist, big bicep, repeat words. Dude acts like a child. He's scared to lose. This pisses me off so much. When English is your third language, it should be illegal the way this guy's making me piss off. Like they don't understand it's not real. It's so funny. So I think that's kind of already hitting the mainstream where people have no idea where is reality, where it's not. Like it's an obvious skit. There's multiple camera angles. I just can't. It's too funny. Yeah. Yeah. That video was so good. I also have I have some more ideas, and I think I'm gonna do it like a little bit dramatic style video, like how when people that like there's something that is like it's not a problem, it's more like a threat. The threat is come. So I have a good idea about something like that. So we will see. We'll see if I actually can do it. But yeah, yeah. hmm Are you going to do only Europeans from now on? I don't think so, but I don't know. I don't know. Maybe if that's what they want. Yeah, maybe if that's what they want. Hello, sir. You're in timeout for 24 hours. No need to shout at me. It's a hard match, especially because Artem is pushing it more than ever before. There's something said for hard work, for fear of losing to Larat, almost as bad as Bowen loss. Uh, yeah, and also like uh, Artem really he trains a lot. He works really hard. He's really dedicated. Like it's 100% from him. Like you don't see it's not just you know, when you're gonna pull 85 kilo match at East or Swiss. Ooh, I could pull actually if I'm, but I don't think I'm good enough now. I'll pull at Mac. Let's see how that goes first, and then we'll see. And nobody want to be on that highlight reel. Yeah, I'm trying to think for a funny question, but I still don't have one. Okay, think about one more. You have a little bit more time. A little bit more time. Is Milo training? He seems like he's very long arm. How do you think you and Frode would match up now? I don't know where Frode is, and I don't really want to pull Frode if he's not healthy. I would love to pull Frode if he was somewhere where when we pulled first time. I'm not pretty sure. I know much better since we last pulled. I've tested it with many people, so I know. But I like I don't want to get a win on Frode. I want to arm wrestle best version of Frode. Like I don't care about getting a win. I don't care, but because he's pretty beat up. If you look at his record on Arm Wars and all the matches he has pulled, he's been doing not so great, and that kind of breaks my heart. But it comes with go back and look at his matches, then you will see why his arms are where they are. So the guy put everything on the line. I think it's kind of sad for me, really, because for me he's one of the greats for super matches. He's one of the greats super match pullers because he was full entertainment. He was full guts and just relentless, right? So yeah, that kind of sucks. Mm. Devon Left is currently not ranked, I think. That's your funny question, man. If will you be impressed if Odin walks to Artem? Yes, I'll be definitely impressed. Then probably Odin deserves high level North American pool. Whatever is USA's top three in, let's say, 220 or whatever, that's where he should be pulling, 100%. Frode is an Armor's GOAT. Yes, yes. Did you really give me your thoughts on Devon versus Corey left hand match? No, I have to think about it a little bit more. Then we'll see. Because I think they also pulled in Atlantic City, right? They also pulled a little bit in Atlantic City. So, oh, we have a new Patreon. Thank you so much. If you're watching, appreciate it. Yeah, thank you so much. I really appreciate. I'm gonna put it one more time. Patreon link here. If you guys, it's in also in description. If you can, please support it. There's a lot of things coming out, and it only with you I can do this. So we'll try our best to do it. Mm-hmm. I'll pull Auden if he beats Artem. Oh, let's go. Let's go. Fraud always smiling Hogland. Yeah, no funny. He's coming soon. Okay, top rows for smart people. We're waiting for funny comment so we can end this live stream. Human Nicholas were always so beautiful to see. Yeah, they stacked up great, and it was always a war. So yeah, number one left super rank is sketchy for me. If the ranking says Paulo is number one, he took the ranking last year, and Evan based him last year as well. It was me. Thank you, XAYC, for subscribing to Patreon. Appreciate it, brother. So tomorrow there's going to be some training videos with Mindaugas, and then I think the videos alone will be good, but then when we put it all together, yeah, no funny comments now. No, I have to go to sleep, man. Like it's 20 minutes past midnight. It's way past my bedtime. Yeah. See you soon, John. Really appreciate all you guys being here. This live cannot end yet. Yeah. Yeah. But what do you guys think? Like, if give me some names. If let's say I want to pull someone best of 100. So whoever gets first 51, we finish. I need someone that has great endurance, that that isn't like crazy strong, right? But that also would be entertaining. And I'm also thinking that we pull, and then like after like every 10 pins or every 20 pins or whatever, we take a break. And whoever is leading, he has to do something. So uh, we would, the whole thing would be more Crazy George. Oh, like, man, come on, like you hate me. Why you hate me, John? Could he pull best of 100? Could I pull him for best of 100? Who would die first? That's the real question. Probably we stop every 10 rounds and drink some beer. But like you would have to be, let's say, there's different punishments, and you get punished by some in some kind of way, um, just to make it tougher. I think that would be kind of cool. So it's not serious. It's still arm wrestling. You're trying to win, right? And if you would win, like, it's like when you play a game, and then you put on like extra points on difficulty, extra things that are making it difficult, like. So and just live stream the whole thing, get some things going there, in the middle, dancing contest, the things that are right now hip, we do some TikTok dances. Um, ever thought about moving down a category? Also, what do you think about Hermes at 150 and 105? I think Hermes at 105 would be really good. 115 also, but he has set different goals. Don't step in the way of man's goals. E versus we Kingdom of Series. King George, you and Tim Tom, like Tim would die out so fast. Come on, like after 3 rounds, Tim would be like, "That's enough." Jeff Hale could be good. Do you offer online arm wrestling coaching, Ray? Could I pay you to watch some videos and give me advice? Um, right now, I don't really take any new clients. If you're a beginner, Arm Wrestling Academy, you can send me videos on Instagram. If I don't respond, text me few times, and then I might see it. It will go up. Yeah, I'll check it out. No problem. Svetan. I think. Listen, you guys are giving me like the absolute elite. I'm looking for mid tier, not mid tier, somewhere closer to the top, but like good endurance that can pull multiple techniques, maybe, or something like that. Yeah, like Svetan destroys me. Come on. Mhm. I was thinking actually Auden. I was thinking actually Auden. I think that would be good. I think that would be also big because it's Auden, so it would be fun. And he has great endurance, and if he's not crazy strong now, yeah, yeah, Sweden is legit. Exactly. Yeah, Kingsmove Social Club is right now selling training plans on how to Kingsmove with legs. So go, guys, get it. Uh, Auden might be decent. Is an animal, but he's too young. Hmm. Ray, have you pulled Tom Holland? Go and Google. Go and Google. I'll do super match in Italy. First tournament ever. Pretty scared. Any good advice? Man, be ready. Know the rules as soon as you get on table. Know what you do. Don't think about it. Just do. And be ready. Be ready. Um, Tom Holland for best of 100. You know who else? Like literally, this guy changed account. Make a new one, man, and come back. I appreciate. Yeah. Um, how good is Neil now? Maybe that would be a good. No, not Raniel. No. I was thinking like Boji, but I think Boji might also be a little bit too crazy. He has great endurance, but I'm thinking like could I get Boji in like 10 rounds? I don't know. Yeah. Anyway, guys, I think this is enough. Yeah. Uh, I need to take. I need to sleep tomorrow. Big day. Need to prepare. Need to pack. Need to do some stuff here at home. So anyway, appreciate you guys hanging with me, talking, and yeah, we'll do this again. I'll try to do a live stream from Toronto when I'm there. So super excited. You can go watch the Mac event. You can find the links in the description. I think on almost every video I make now. Uh, really epic. Really excited. Never been to Canada, so really awesome. Thank you guys. Appreciate you all. Stay strong. Love arm wrestling. Good night. Good day. Wherever you are. Bye.